Attention please, attention please. The field is now closed. Fisher College women's soccer has a game. And if you're not part of the game, you cannot be on the field or the track. Behind the net, you cannot play down there. The field is closed unless you're on Fisher College team.
1, 2, 3, Fisher!
The track is also closed.
Well, if the voice of God says it's time for soccer, it's time for soccer. From Harry Delarusso Stadium in Revere, Mass., this is Fisher Women's Soccer here on LSP. Tonight, the Falcons return home with a record of 2-7 to host the MCLA Trailblazers at 3-6-3 in their second meeting of 2025. Good evening, everybody. Sam Feely here with you, ready to bring you the play-by-play story. A little bit of a delayed start due to football and track practices nearly double booking the field. We got things sorted out. Anthony Perry, worked his magic, and now we'll see if Fisher can get back in the win column. They have dropped each of their last 6 games since their 3-1 win over UMPI back on Saturday, September 14th, the last time you saw the Fisher women's soccer team on this here YouTube channel. Since then, 1-0 at Maine Maritime, 2-0 at Dean, 5-0 at Wentworth, 5-1 against these Trailblazers out in North Adams, 3-0 at UMaine Farmington, and 4-0 against Plymouth State. Their Sunday matchup against Bay Path was scratched due to Bay Path injuries. Fisher in white, MCLA in blue as we get this one underway. And as you probably heard from those score lines, only one goal in this losing streak for the Falcons. MCLA, however, are unbeaten in 4 of their last 5. That includes a handful of ties in their last couple of games. But they are trending in a positive direction, and the Falcons hoping to reverse their current trend right now. Falcons will start Feldelina Molina Lara between the sticks, junior out of Lawrence, Mass., and in front of her will be Kanan, Pina, Fernandez, Bjorkhagen, Boomkook, Lindstrom, Ramirez, Shade, Terrian Dominguez, and Forza. Laura enters, this is her third game played in her second start. 0-1 with a .374 goals against average. Has stopped 6 out of the 10 shots she has faced. The Trailblazers have Destiny Alexandra Rivas, sophomore out of Leicester, Mass. and Assabet Valley Tech, getting the start between the sticks. As MCLA is trying to get the ball out of the defensive third right now. In front of Rivas will be Kimball, Sustash, Duggan, Kare, DeMaio, and by the way, thank you to Jackie and Jaden for subscribing. Messer, Bayer, Prof, Campbell, and Strayer. Rivas playing in her 11th game, all starts. It's a 360 goals against average and a 3-5-1 record and a 727 save percentage. 48 saves overall for Destiny. About 3 minutes gone by here in the first half. Nothing doing offensively in the early going. Second of two meetings between the Trailblazers and the Falcons this year. Falcons are back at home. They'll have the majority of their remaining schedule at home. Back in action on Sunday in a doubleheader with the men against Washington Adventist. That's going to be a busy day for yours truly. We're going to start the day with Fisher volleyball. And once that's done, I'll get the Doug Mirabelli police detail over here for the soccer doubleheader. Throw coming up for MCLA. Again, still in the feeling out process here in the first 5 minutes of this one. Forza trying to find it. Near side, unable to keep it in bounds. Is Shade. Throw launched. And then tap back out of bounds is... So Sustash couldn't get the momentum going. We'll see if MCLA can get something going here in the midfield, but Kare turning it over. Good defense, though, clamping down Prof. Tap down. After the throw, Trailblazers looking for some space. Well, they find it on the right side here. Through ball. Rolling towards the end line. Falcons get to it first, but they're going to have to... No, they won't have to concede the corner. It is, in fact, a goal kick as it was last touched by MCLA. So 5 minutes gone by here in the first half. Still looking for our first goal of the game, and Fisher looking for something they have not done at all this year, which is, well, actually, they've only done once this year, and that is multiple goals in a game. The only time they've scored more than one goal in a game was the 3-1 win against Presque Isle. MCLA 2-1 and 2 in their last 5. Play back to Rivas. A little bit too hot of a pass there, and Kanan trying to settle it down, but it'll be a throw for the Blazers. MCLA, as I mentioned, entering play at 3-6-3. They're 0-5-1, though, away from North Adams. And this is as good a time as any to pick up their first road win of the year against a team you already beat 5-1 on your own pitch. Outscored on the season by just over a 2-1 margin, 36-17. Shots on goal are about a 3-2 margin in favor of MCLA's opponents, 153-92. MCLA has not attempted a penalty kick this year. Trailblazers opponents are 1 for 1. Blazers have 3 different players with multiple goals. Gwen Duggan with 3 goals and 9 assists to lead the club with 15 points. Fisher looking for the opening marker, centering pass in the box. Now taking back out, try to backheel it back towards the net. Then a bullet from about 25 out, but wide left of goal and a goal kick for the Trailblazers. 15 points for Duggan is the team high. Kylie DeMaio, 5 goals and 1 assist. She has the team lead in the goals department. Right behind her is Caitlin Hodge, 4 goals and 1 assist. DeMaio has scored those 5 goals on just 19 shots. Actually, not an unreasonable shooting percentage. Obviously, shooting percentage isn't a statistic you look at very often in soccer the way you would in, say, basketball. You know, as a team, MCLA shooting under 10%. Their opponents just shooting over 12%. But when DeMaio's got the ball and she's got an opportunity, there's a pretty good chance that she'll find the back of the net. Fisher's only scored 6 goals all year. Shade leading the way with 2 goals and an assist. 5 points is a team high. Not a Boomkook also has 2 goals. Emily Fernandez and Sasha Dominguez with a goal apiece. Like MCLA, they have not attempted a PK this year, and they have conceded 1 penalty, which was converted. On a cold night like this, and also damp, coming off that nor'easter over the weekend, things are going to hit just a little bit harder in high contact areas. Eleven minutes gone by here in the first half. Still looking for our first goal of the game. Fisher's taken the only shot of the match so far, but it was not on target. Now, probably better that MCLA got to that first anyways. The play was going to be offside. And keep the momentum going and see if he can take it away. And great job rushing back into the play by Kanan to spook Prof. It is spooky season after all. Throw in for the Blazers on the near side. Bit of a rainbow drops at the feet of DeMaio. Good defense. Sandwiching the Fisher attacker to prevent the Falcons from getting momentum the other way and possibly having an opportunity. And in the end, it's a throw for MCLA on the near side. 12 and a half minutes gone by in the first half. Campbell going all the way back towards the MCLA end. And Rivas will relay it the other way, but out of nowhere, there's Jenna Lindstrom to cut it off along the far touch line. Throw conceded by the Trailblazers. Try to take a shot through traffic, and the deflection's making an easy scoop for Rivas. Boomcoop trying to find it. She does. Not sure if she was expecting a give and go there with Shade. Kept the play moving a little bit, but cut off before she could find Boomcoop again. Pass up the far side. There is a little bit of a breeze, and that one took a bad angle and results in a Fisher throw. Great body control to keep possession. In the middle of the field now. Waiting to make a run and then passing it straight into the back line. Not a bad look from Fernandez. Fisher hasn't been called offside yet, but one play that he absolutely had to hold up, otherwise it was going to be an easy offside call, and could stay onside. That probably would have been the best chance for them to score so far. First quarter hour of this one is in the books. Some contact there close to midfield and a player down for MCLA. And that'll hit pretty hard and even harder on a cold day like this, and especially on artificial turf. Official checking on the down player for the Trailblazers to see if he needs to stop the clock and summon medical attention, but looks like she's going to be all right. So a free kick from 6 yards in front of midfield for the Trailblazers after Prof dusts herself off. Oh, bringing it up a little closer, too. This is from 50 yards away from goal. Header plays it back. Chip to the near side, fanned on. Poked away from Campbell. Throw for MCLA. Sustache to trigger it. Not a bad hesitation move, but forces there. Sustache to take the throw. It's 25 yards away from goal. Played back to her, and she played it out of bounds. That'll be a throw for Fisher. Very close to the yellow line, which is the boundary line on this field. Not a bad setup if you can handle that pass back to you inbounds. Not to no avail. Fisher unable to get momentum the other way, though, and let's see if the Trailblazers can make something of it now. Fanned on by Campbell. Cut off by Sustache. Throw conceded. Considerably deeper in Falcon territory. Getting past the defender, now into the box along the end line. It's going to be a corner. First corner of the match for either side, and it goes to the MCLA Trailblazers. Best chance yet for the Blazers to get on the scoreboard. Here comes with the right boot, sailing outside the 18, and then keeps rolling into the midfield, and with speed trying to turn it into a transition opportunity here are the Falcons. Nice self-pass to try and get the edge here on the near side, hip to hip with the defender is Dominguez, and she loses that race in the end. Tough break for the Falcons there. MCLA could do nothing with the first corner of the match, and a great run by Dominguez, but to no avail. Trying to get around the defender. Fernandez sent towards the box. Drops at the edge of the 6, trying to clear. Thank you very much. Playing it back towards the box is Bjorkhagen, then sent out. And a stumble over the ball gives a window to Kanan. Back into the middle of the field. And then cleared by MCLA, but maybe not for long as it's settled down. Sudden burst of life here from the Falcons, knocking on the door, trying to burst through and get the opening marker. Good ball up the right side. Might hesitate just a second too much there to make the run. Ball's tapped out of bounds by Messer for a throw, and then sent out of bounds by Fisher for an MCLA throw. Now, LSP and Shipping Shield are still partners in cars. There's a whole new program that allows you to get even more discounts and allows you to continue to support whatever this is even more if you follow the link and use the codes in the description for a discount on the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly. And really, what other endorsement do you need? I don't know, Robert Alosha? Extremely niche joke. I don't care if you laugh at them, I do them just for me. Dangerous spot there with the ball being played back to Lara. Handball by the goalie outside the box will result in a red, and I'm just glad I haven't seen it in person. But still wild to me that the one time I did see that happen was during Euros a few years ago. Like, you have to remember, those are like the most elite professional players on a single continent. Second highest level men's tournament other than the World Cup, of course. Bjorkhagen try to make a turn. Now Kanan all over. Near side Fernandez. Fisher throw. And of course, if you'd like us to work your next sports game live event or whatever else we can do for you on any given day, you can email yours truly for all the deets. Find our Thumbtack page, Linktree LSP37, of course. Also, tons of fabulous merchandise at the LSP Creator Spring store. Of course, you want to sponsor future content. Ads start just $25 a spot. Or, of course, you can get yourself a membership on top of your free subscription to this channel. Just ask the DeMayos. Goodies occasionally, fun perpetually. We are halfway through this first half. Still really not much to speak of offensively. The best opportunity for MCLA was probably that one corner they were able to draw, but sliced it out towards the middle of the field and couldn't get any sort of a threat on Lara. Through ball, but nobody home for the Falcons. Keeps rolling all the way back. Fanned on by Dominguez. Still only been one shot in this match, and that was by Fisher, and wasn't even on target. Good play defensively by both teams. Flag stays down. There's a chance here for the Falcons. The shot, the save is made by Rivas, and it's cleared. I'm actually stunned that the flag stayed down there. But kudos to the Falcons for playing until a whistle that never came, and now a foul. Looking for a booking here, potentially. It's going to be at least a free kick. From a very good spot here. The foul drawn by Dominguez. It's a sternly worded letter, it seems, from the referee. No booking. And for the last opportunity for the Falcons, great setup, perfect run. Rivas stuck the glove out and made the save. MCLA player still recovering from that pile up. So now you have Pina and Dominguez standing over the ball here on a free kick from 20 yards out. Gonna go straight for goal, or are you gonna try and set it up on for one of your players on the left side here? It ends up being Dominguez, and booted away towards the end line and out for the first corner of the match for Fisher. Dominguez, ideally, I think you want to get, a little more height there. Just hit it straight into the wall, basically. You do at least win a corner, though, which will be taken by Pina. A great run, perfectly timed. They never connected with her. Now another chance off a body in front, and that is also out. This is going to be a throw, though. It's going to be a throw for Fisher. That was a perfectly timed run on the corner kick. That was phenomenal. Sailed it past her. Keeping the pressure on, though, are the Falcons. Or is it a take it? Basically a corner kick for a throw in this spot. Bjorkhagen lost it and chipped high and out for a goal kick. And MCLA survives that little rush. And, of course, if you're down with the sound called LSP, you can follow and support us on the web, Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Memberships also available. The DeMaios know that. PayPal, Creator Spring, LSP 37. It's the right thing to do. Pina mishandled the ball along the touchline. Throw for MCLA, but Duggan got caught by surprise on that through ball, sent back towards her after the throw. Sydney Freimeyer in the game now for MCLA as part of all these substitutions that just came in. Cut off at midfield. Tapped out of bounds. Sixteen and a half minutes remaining in the first half of this one. Still no score between Fisher and MCLA. Nice boot. Able to stay on side and stay with it is Shade. Threw ball to herself, and then the extra pass too strong. It'll be a goal kick for MCLA. And great persistence by Shade on that one. Swimming past a defender. Trying to lead Boomkook on the left side. Boomkook might have been had her vision of the play shielded by the defenders. Clear look at that ball. Maybe you're able to make the run. And again, it's chilly down there. You know, it's not humid, but it's still damp, raw air tonight. You know, the nor'easter passed, but we still had plenty of drizzle in the area today. So it's still, your muscles will seize up maybe a little more easily in this weather. And as I said earlier, especially on artificial turf, any collisions or any hard landings on the turf will hit that much harder. I've seen a couple players for MCLA need a moment. Boomkook making the run. Rivas picks it up. Boomkook going out to the far side. A couple steps ahead of the last defender when that ball is delivered, but doesn't end up hurting MCLA there. Again, a pinball along the far touchline. Didn't go out of bounds. Play on. Trying to spring a run for Campbell.
Attention, attention, no bike scooters, rollerblades, skateboards allowed on the track, on the field, please.
Yeah, y'all heard God. Foul and a free kick at midfield here for the Falcons. 13 minutes remaining in the first half. Don't forget to vote on our Who You Got poll. You got MCLA, you got Fisher, or you got some blankets and hot cocoa. Apparently Anthony Perry's got the Dodgers. Salvatore. Yep. The pride of Lexington High School. That's still one of the most absurd plays. I mean, Brian Anderson called it as such. that's no hyperbole calling that double play on that would-be home run robbery by Sal. One of those absurd plays in baseball history, and to come at such a pivotal time, too. I mean, the Dodgers ended up winning the game. But even if Sal makes the catch, it's a sac fly. If Sal doesn't find the ball in time, or the base running is better for the Dodgers, as on one hop it gets back to Rivas, that's 2 runs minimum. Dodgers hoping to get to a 2-0 lead in that series tonight. And the Mariners and Blue Jays get the spotlight themselves tomorrow. Oh, slip and on trying to make the run, get the cross by Shade. It's a tough spot. And yeah, that's another thing maybe we overlooked, talking about how the elements have affected this game. Turf can be slick, and you're not going to see like any, puddles cartoonishly pop up or anything, but it's still slick down there. And those are plays you have to make, generally speaking, in soccer. They become a bit more hazardous when the turf is waterlogged, essentially. A few weeks ago, I did PA for a Holy Cross soccer game the same day that tornado came through Worcester County. And they have a natural grass field. And even though the storm passed, in time for there to be a delayed but also reasonable start, there's some question about whether we would have played that one, because the field was even more waterlogged. That's a player safety issue. I don't know, man. Now, I know the reference. I'm just not. The Wizard of Oz isn't a Halloween movie, man. Yeah, anything is a Halloween movie if you believe in yourself, right? So by that logic, Die Hard is a Halloween movie, right? Yeah, and I don't trust Bruce Willis saying it isn't. I refuse to trust the judgment of a man who fumbled Demi Moore to Ashton Kutcher. At any rate, throw in for MCLA with under 10 minutes remaining in the first half. Not a bad ball there. Cut off nicely by the Trailblazers, but getting it back, thank you very much. A little bit of a delay to her right. Send it. There it is. Somehow able to keep it in bounds with the Trailblazers. Think we might have been better off letting it go, but we play on, and now it finds Duggan. Duggan into the middle. Drops it off, but off target, but able to recollect it is DeMaio. Tapped out to the far side. Mia Parisi. Throw for Fisher. Taken away by Duggan. To her left, getting past a couple of takeaway attempts. That's a little hard for Fisher to get it out of their third. Near side. Perhaps some space. Sent back towards the middle. Nice dodge. And getting tripped up is DeMaio. It's going to be a free kick from about 30 yards away. Just a common foul, no booking, but MCLA are trying to petition for an upgrade. Oh. Did they? Don't think so. All right. Just backing up Fisher for the wall here from 10 yards. Now you got 4 players standing over the ball here. It's 4-card Monty. Line drive, tapped away at the 18, and then it is handled. Laura had to handle a tricky hop off her teammate's boot, popping high and with an attacker right in her grill. Able to make the stop and clear. Better opportunity there, I would say, than MCLA's corner earlier this match. Still unable to find the back of the net. Bjorke can make a run here. Last defender able to body her off and concede the throw and stop Leah's momentum. Junior out of Stockholm, Sweden. Transfer from Notre Dame College in Ohio. Forza with the throw. Lands in the 18. Little overhead tap. And on one hop, Vivas hauls it in. Under 6 minutes remaining in this first half. No score to this point. Shots are 5-0 in favor of Fisher. Shots on target 1-0. Each side has earned 1 corner. MCLA has committed 3 fouls. Fisher 2. No bookings. No offside calls. You can see what Jenna Lindstrom wanted to do with that one. Try to pick it off, anticipate the pass. Unfortunately overran it. And a foul. Give a free kick to MCLA with some late subs hoping to come in Singh and Marabella. No relation, Anthony. Spelled differently, too. Corwan Singh, sophomore out of Sharon Springs, New York. Jaden Marabella, senior out of Volcano, Hawaii. Parisi comes out. So does Freimeyer. Throw close to the 18 here. 4 minutes remaining. Opportunity late for the Blazers to grab the lead before half. And good team defense allows the Falcons to clear. Not a bad idea there, but unable to keep the play moving upfield. Orkagan. Playing monkey in the middle here. Three minutes and change remaining in the first half. Bjorkhagen, considering her options, goes to her back line, and it's popped up. Ricochets to the near side, and unable to power it upfield is Forza. Ramirez, left side. Lindstrom, trying to get out from underneath Prof's thumb. Throw in. Turns into a nice little through ball up the far side, but nobody home for the Trailblazers. Almost turned right back over to them just outside the 18, though. Fisher dodged that bullet, and under 2.5 to go. Can they make a run here for the icebreaker before halftime? Fernandez able to slide it through, left post, nobody home. Great look, but unable to get that one on target. Fernandez had Boomkook, but sent it a bit too far left. First one, that variety, Rivas was able to get her glove on it. That one just kept rolling past the post. So with 100 seconds remaining, both teams giving the other goalies a scare here. Foul committed by the Falcons. 1:20 remaining. Free kick forthcoming for MCLA. Dominguez fights through it, has options, through ball, staying on side, but not enough mustard on it. An easy scoop up for Rivas before Falcons can pull the trigger. .32 seconds remaining. AP, take us home.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Halftime. No score. 6 shots for the Falcons, none for the Trailblazers. 1 corner apiece. 4 fouls by the Falcons to MCLA's 3. And after 45 minutes from Harry Delarusso Stadium in Revere, Mass., it is the Fisher Falcons 0 and the MCLA Trailblazers 0. welcome back to the second half of Fisher Women's Soccer here on LSP. Sam Feely here with you from Harry Del Russo Stadium in Revere, Mass, Ked. And the Falcons and the Trailblazers scoreless after 45 minutes. Falcons had the bulk of the chances in that first half. 6 shots to none at all for the Trailblazers. None of the Trailblazers were devoid of offensive opportunities, just couldn't pull the trigger on any shots, and still very good defensive game played by both teams. No bookings, no cards of any color issued. 1 corner earned by either side, and again, nothing to speak of offensively. For either side. So after Rivas faced 1 shot on target and made the save, she is going to give way in the second half to Mallory Amarian, sophomore out of Haverhill High School alumna. Her twin sister actually plays at Bridgewater State. Those must be fun games, especially being conference opponents. MCLA in blue, Fisher in white as we get the second half underway. MCLA, I misspoke on their run earlier. They're actually unbeaten in 5 of their last 6, 2-1-3 in that stretch. Their last 3 matches have all ended in ties. Scoreless against Fitchburg State last time out. 2-2 against SUNY Poly on October 8th. And goose eggs against Anna Maria on October 3rd. Following this one, it'll be a date down on Cape Cod against Mass Maritime. Clean Harbor Stadium in Buzzards Bay for MCLA. And they'll host Dean on Sunday, October 19th. First of 3 home games in a row for MCLA. Those will be the last 3 home games of the regular season. And they'll host my alma mater, Salem State, for Senior Day on Friday, October 24th. And then finish their home slate hosting SUNY Cobleskill before they finish off the regular season against the Owls of Westfield State down in Westfield. Falcons have Washington Adventist for an actual conference game here in Revere. Sunday afternoon, 4:30 is the kick for that one. Part of a triple header of Fisher Athletics here on LSP. We'll have volleyball to start the action, followed by the men's and women's soccer doubleheader. And then Fisher will get a taste of both Salem State and Mass Maritime on back-to-back days, in fact. 7 o'clock kicks on Tuesday the 21st, a week from tonight, and a week from tomorrow night, Wednesday the 22nd. So opposite ends of the Massachusetts coastline. North Shore against Salem on Tuesday, and Buzzards Bay on Wednesday the 22nd. They'll be back here on Saturday the 25th for a matinee against UMaine Fort Kent. And then they turn around immediately after that one for a road date against Washington Adventist. 4:30 kick a week from this coming Sunday. And then they finish the regular season at home against another MASCAC foe in Framingham State. That has an 8:30 p.m. kickoff. Primetime soccer on a Wednesday night. Not bad with a cross, not bad look there, but Falcons able to block and then send it out for a throw. That was an excellent read. The right side by Duggan. Just straight into the defender, though. No foul. Play on. Duggan holds her ground to block that clearance. Another throw. For the Trailblazers. Kari to keep playing this little game of ping pong. Now Duggan will take the throw again. Headed up. Bjorkhagen trying to get past the defender. Outlet for Shade. Overran just a tad. Good recovery. Fernandez following to the far side, now into the middle of the field for Bjorkhagen. Settles it down. Springs up the middle, but it's cut off where they can thread it for Fernandez. Through ball at the near side. Throw conceded by the Falcons. So MCLA coming out swinging here offensively to start the second half after, again, no shots of any persuasion. On target or off in that first half. Still no shots registered officially by MCLA. A scuffed clearance, and that's sent towards goal, chested down. Falcons looking for a way out. Trailblazers regroup, though. That might have been the closest call so far for the Fisher defense. Along the end line, the cross. Still nothing happening for the Trailblazers. This is a good start to the half, as I said, for MCLA. 6 minutes plus into this second half. And Fisher is yet to get any possession of consequence in the front half. Trailblazers looking to break down the door here. On the right side, they find Duggan. Flag stays down over the crossbar. Duggan was desperately calling for it. They found her, and she had the lane. To no avail, though. Battle for the ball towards the corner flag results in a throw. It's just as good as a corner in this spot. Falcons not out of the woods yet. Fanned on. Another chance here. Duggan pops it up high, and it is secured by Lara. Oh, Lordy. Yep. Rain's starting to come down, folks. I'm sure you can tell the glint of the droplets on the camera lens when we catch sight of the light towers. There's a word for you, glint. Glint. And we're just talking about Glenda the Good Witch. Foul on Fisher. Nine minutes gone by here in the second half. No score. MCLA's offense waking up in the early stages of this second half. Got their first two shots and their first shot on goal of the match in these opening moments, but still nothing home for either side. Left side. Through ball too strong. Kimball. Waiting. Near side, Duggan. Calling for it, but unable to get it in time. Shade on the left side. Here's Duggan. Taken away. Shade on the left side. Moving to the middle. Nice pass, but bridge too far on the run for Boomkook. Left side. Great defense, smothering them along the touch line, and then a goal kick. The rain coming down again. Not heavy, but it does make the air heavier. Really got to be pure on your goal kicks if you are the Falcons right now, knowing how much of a chore it's been to get the ball in the front half in this second half. Got to give yourself some literal breathing room, some literal space, some literal distance from your opposition. If you can't do that, you're not going to get any distance from them on the scoreboard. They'll be the ones doing that. Throw for Fisher. Boomkook comes to get it. Bjorking up the left side. Fernandez, space, shade rather, and taken away. Now that's what I get. Lindstrom. Kane into the middle. Nice play by Bjorkhagen. Now Boomkook. That's the textbook setup for a golazo for Boomkook, but the play was offside. The first good opportunity, really, for the Falcons, but it's snuffed out by the first offside call of the match. Tried to spring Boomkook, but the pass cut off. And sidestepping a defender is Duggan on the near side. Coming up from behind, Dominguez with essentially the hip check to force the turnover. Great run. Dominguez turning defense into offense, starting the ball the other way. Coming out of nowhere. On the back check, to use the hockey term. Rolled past Bjorkhagen. Looks like the Falcons are starting to feel it here. Bjorkhagen into the middle. Now the left side. Pass cut off by Kare. Bjorkhagen try to get back in the play and win it. Pass along the end line, straight into Boomkook. MCLA having a hard time getting it out of dodge, but then a nice move by Duggan to get past the defender. In the middle, and that's cut off by Pina. Nice job staying with the ball. Up the right side. Oof. Dangerous play there. Easily could have been called a foul when you saw how wild the legs swung there trying to play it. "15 minutes into this second half. Lauren Campbell, sophomore out of Bennington, Vermont, is going to check in for the Trailblazers. Parisi will come off. Bjorkhagen poked away. Launch up field. Maybe some space for a run on the right side. Sliding. Both players sliding for the ball at the same time. I believe that's Boomkook who's down. Now we're going to stop the clock for medical attention to Boomkook. Well, as you might have seen from that, as you could probably infer from that shot just now of Boomkook as she's being helped off the field and guided off the field, she may have actually gotten a cleat in the face in that collision. Still covering her face. I mean, situation like that, if she had maybe caught one in her leg, and she's probably going to be limping, but would you rather, right? And as we've talked about, it's going to hurt even more on a raw, frigid night like tonight. And Boomkook will come off, and we'll resume play. Doa Marbo will check in for Boomkook. Freshman out of right here in Revere, Mass. A foul is called on Fisher to give MCLA a free kick. That is a tough spot to be in if you are Falcons. You know, your two best opportunities in this half, as the line drive is caught by Laura. 1 out. Your two best opportunities this half, one was snuffed out due to an offside, the first offside call of the match, and the second one ends in a collision that takes one of your best players out of the game. Boomkook has 2 goals this year, and for a team that struggles to score them, being outscored 27-6. Off the post, are you kidding me? And they nearly fell behind 1-0. They had Laura beat. Oh, boy. You're talking about ruining the missed opportunities for Fisher. Trailblazers are going to see that one in their nightmares if they don't come away with at least a point tonight. But yeah, for a team that struggles to score goals, losing Boomkook on a play like that in a scoreless game is a dagger. Puts extra pressure probably on someone like Aaliyah Shade. The only other player for Fisher this year with multiple goals. This is only the second home game of the year, too, for the Falcons. Apologies for that. Back in action on Sunday against Washington Adventist. Part of the triple header of Fisher Sports here on LSP. Start with Sunday brunch. Noon start against Bay Path. Good pursuit. Good pressure along the touchline by Marbo, but MCLA able to get it out of dodge. Try the diagonal to the near side, but they cut it off. Past Marbo, settling it down. Back to Bjorkhagen and straight into the defender on the back line. That would be Strayer. Trying to angle it to the left. Try and set up shade. Bjorkhagen drops it back. About to say, it looked like for a moment that Fisher had dropped back 6. Nice little give and go, but cut off by the Trailblazers. In a scoreless game, if you're dropping back 6, that is pure, unadulterated, don't lose mode. But I don't blame him. This will be a goal kick for MCLA. They do have Gabriella Kanan coming up from the back line. Is essentially a support on battles for possession. Well, maybe the gears starting to spin for the Falcons as it's taken them a while, but they starting to have some more possession time here in the front half, and now looking to take advantage of it. Spinning away Lindstrom, but then sent to the near side. Now let's see if the Blazers can counterattack. Pass deflects off of Kanan. Throw for Lindstrom. Remains with Fisher. About at 20 minutes to go. Tap to Bjorkhagen. Trying to get the edge. But you got bodied off by Strayer to win a throw for MCLA. LSP and Shipping Shield are still partners in cards, but we have a brand new affiliate program that enables more discounts, more kinds of discounts, and more ways to show your continued support of whatever this is through the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly. Check out the links and codes in the description to get a discount on your order today. As hopefully implied, we may receive a commission from those orders. So support LSP by following us in various places on the tubes. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash subscribe button. Membership's also available. The DeMaias did it. PayPal Creator Spring LSP 37. Sponsor future content for as little as $25 a spot or hire us to work your next live event. Sports game, anything else we could do for you on any given day. Email yours truly or go to Thumbtack or Linktree for all the deets on that so we can proceed to give you what you need. And, of course, the LSP Creator Spring store is where you can buy some fabulous merchandise. I have some stuff with my dog, Tina the Longarina, on it, or some words I've probably said on this here YouTube channel over the years. Approaching the final 15 minutes of this one, a tie game. Clock will stop for subs. Oh, great read. Left side. Oh! There's a whistle. Is this going to be a booking, too, is the question. As Marbu came in for Boomkook. A yellow, looks like yellow has been shown. Sure, Marbu. I mean, the foul obviously occurred well outside the box, but she had the defender beat, and that is just a brutal way to see that opportunity get put on hold. Now let's see if Fisher can punish him. Pina from 29 yards out. Here it comes. Wide left. Off the side of the cage. Right idea by Pina, but Amirian followed the ball into position and made herself big to ensure that she couldn't sneak it inside the left post. And sometimes that's all you can do to avoid giving up a goal in that situation, is commit a card-worthy foul. Bjorkhagen. Poked away, out of bounds. Throw for Fisher. And look who's getting ready to come back in. Blast from outside the 18 on a couple of hops. Amirian falls on it like a live grenade. Left side. Took a deflection off the Falcons. MCLA throw. 16 and a half minutes remaining. Out of bounds, and here comes Nada Boomkook back into the fray. Marbo had a fine showing in relief of Boomkook. It's a shame she couldn't put one home. Kanan. Up the middle. Just up at the edge of the 18. It's picked up by Laura. Final quarter hour of this one. A scoreless game, a defensive battle. A foul drawn by Bjorkhagen. This game ends in a tie. It'll be the fourth consecutive tie for the Trailblazers. If it ends in a tie, be the first time that ends in a win or tie for the Falcons. Be the first time in a month they'd picked up a point. 2 wins this year. Both came against UMPI. Another chance at home this Sunday against Washington Adventist. Right now, hoping they won't concede one here, and MCLA just ends up conceding the throw themselves, as through ball was too hot to handle for Campbell. Shade trying to Texas two-step around Kare. Up the near side, keeps rolling, and then it's picked up. Thirteen and a half minutes remaining. No score. First half was dominated by Fisher. Second half belonged to MCLA. But ultimately, still nobody has found the back of the net. Seven shots for Fisher to 4 for MCLA, but it's been 4-1 in that department in favor of the Trailblazers in the second half. Only shot on target that Fisher has was in the first half. 2 of the 4 this half by MCLA were on target. Both passes test. Both tests passed. I'm tired, boss. Both tests passed by Laura. Can the Falcons reward her efforts? Trying to throw ball around the defender, but couldn't complete the run. I don't know if you got... Was it on the far side? Is that Boom Cuckoo? No, it's Boom Cuckoo in the middle. Well, she is in some pain right now. Is that it's Fernandez limping her way upfield behind the play. You don't see her in the frame right now, but oh. No, it's not Leah. Yeah, Fernandez limping her way back into the play after cramping up. And again, understandable with it being so cold. But Falcons don't end up getting burned for that. Ball goes out. It's going to be MCLA throw. Quick restart. Try to send it into the middle, but then swept away from the back line. Fired up field. Boom Cook making the run, but making the run first to send it back from whence it came. Amirian. And now, can the Trailblazers capitalize? Right side, Campbell. Cross, deflected, and then it's picked up by Laura. Deflection stayed in the box and allowed Laura to pick it up and avoid conceding a corner. Well, right now, Fernandez is right up against the touch line, being treated for what I assume was a cramp. They are looking at her right leg. being helped up. And remember, she's playing all the way on the opposite side of the field, on the right side as Fisher are attacking. She had to come all that way over here, hobbling to get medical attention. Aaliyah Shade is getting back in a position here, and it'll be a drop ball. About 8 yards behind midfield, the feet of the Trailblazers. He'll chest it down is Freimeyer. Now on the left side, it's gonna. I thought I saw the sideline official pointing towards MCLA for the throw, but it's in fact a Fisher throw. But the Trailblazers resume the pressure. Nice hesitation move to lose the defender, but then sending it over the end line for a Fisher goal kick. There is still time and there are still opportunities for the Falcons to get a late one here. Say the same about the Trailblazers, though. Do not assume that this is going to finish at goose eggs. Shade, through ball for Boomkook. Good pursuit. Up the left side, out of bounds, throw for Fisher. 8 minutes and change remaining. Dropped in. Trying to get some space. The right boot, trying to find Lindstrom. Whistles all the way to the near left corner and out of bounds for an MCLA throw. Ramirez coming up from the back line to keep the pressure on. Bjorkhagen back to her left. Ramirez is listed as a back, but really coming off her line to help the cause for the Falcons. Throw for the Trailblazers with 7 minutes and change remaining. Again, a tie would be the fourth consecutive tie for MCLA. And the first point for Fisher since their win against UMPI a month ago in their first, last, and only home game to this point. We're scheduled to play Bay Path this past Sunday. Game was canceled. Now here they are, the second home game of the year for the Falcons, the first in Revere. Remember, their first one was played in Malden. Right idea, but they couldn't spring her. And now we got a whistle, and it's going to be foul, looks like, on Fisher. Could not spring Shade on the near side. And 10 yards behind midfield and just under 6 minutes remaining. Free kick coming for the Trailblazers. Couple of pump fakes and then it's delivered. Out of bounds throw for Fisher. Dominguez gets it back. Lindstrom turns on the Jets. Gets past two defenders. There's Shade. Tried to get the edge to spring Boomcook. Sent to the middle of the field. Looking for some space is DeMaio. Up the far side and out for a throw for Fisher with under 5 minutes to go. Throw again for Fisher. Just keep moving it closer here. Great body control by Hodge to win that one. Turned over, though, on the right side. Maybe some space. Nice move to try and shed the defender, but great recovery to clear. Couple of good reads, but cut off before they can find Marabella on the near side, then sent back towards Amarian. I think that was Campbell, I believe, that they actually were looking for, not Marabella. Under 3.5 remaining. Sent back to the left flank. Turned over to the Falcons. Into the middle of the field. Bjorkhagen sees it. It's tapped away from her. The cross. Off a body in front. Another chance maybe cleared. All the way back to the back line. Shea trying to find a lane to clear. Bjorkhagen has it. Feeds it in the middle. Right side. Boomcook. Coming in the play. Stumbling a little bit. There's Boomcook. What? They called a foul on Fisher, did they? Well, MCLA restart quickly with a little over 2 minutes left. On the left side, trying to get the edge over the end line. Corner. Oh, what a time for a corner. It's the second of the match. For MCLA, just the third corner of the match overall. Fernandez getting some attention from the coaching and training staff on the near side before this corner is delivered. Across the face of goal to the near side. And it'll be a throw for Fisher. 100 seconds remaining. And rightfully so, MCLA bringing as many as they can up front to try and pressure the ball and force a turnover. And they do win a throw here with 1:18 remaining. Freimeyer lobs it in. Out of bounds. Another throw for MCLA. Freimeyer sending it towards the box, headed down, and sent out on the near side. Once again. And on the ball boys, just trying to be helpful. All the way to the MCLA back line. Freimeyer goes down. No call. 25 seconds remaining. Tied up in the midfield. Sent back towards goal. And too strong and nobody home to complete the run for MCLA. And the clock is going to run out on this one. Anthony.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
A hard-fought defensive battle ends in a scoreless draw. The first point for Fisher since their last home game. MCLA, their fourth consecutive draw. Fisher is at 2-7-1. MCLA is at 3-6-4. Sethodolina Molina Lara makes 2 saves for the clean sheet for the Falcons as our player of the game. So with that said, this has been a presentation of LSP, something for everyone since 2011. Copyright 2025, unauthorized redistribution of any portion of this broadcast without the express written permission of LSP or Fisher College is strictly prohibited. A reminder that if you want to support LSP, you can do so by buying Shipping Shields, the eco-friendly sports and gaming card shipping protectors trusted by yours truly. By using the newfangled code and link in the description, we may receive a commission from those orders. But thank you for your continued support of whatever this is. You can also do by advertising on future content for as little as $25 a spot, hiring us to work your next sports game, live event, or anything else we can do for you on any given day. Buy some of this fabulous merchandise from the LSP Greater Spring Store or DVDs by emailing yours truly. And, of course, if you're down with the sound called LSP, because the DeMaios are, follow and support us on the web. Linktree, Facebook, YouTube. Don't forget to subscribe. Flash the subscribe button. Membership's also available. PayPal Creator Spring, LSP37. All the cool kids are doing it. Once again, the final score from Harry Delarusso's Stadium in Revere, Mass, Ked. It is the Fisher Falcons 0 and the MCLA Trailblazers 0. For all my rowdy friends here in Revere, my name is Sam Feely, reminding you forever and always, freelance isn't free. Thanks for tuning in. Fresh for 2025, suckers. Love you, Katrina. Party hard.